Yeah, oh, unmute, eh? That might help as well. Was getting the hired worker up and running, and then I went to press H, well, the button I've got assigned on my steering wheel to start the hired worker, but I suddenly ended up in cab and I was going, hang on a second, it's broken. Which is true, but it wasn't the game, it was my brain. Alright, Brian, thanks for popping in, bud. Have a good one, mate. At least you'll be waking up to a time-lapse from Mr. Frithgar. What are you doing? What field are we at? That's 70 there. Well, get off my screen. And get my fancy GPS up and running that I got commissioned NASA to build for me.
First to unfold it.
I did unfold it. Why is it going? Oh, because it's not straight. Ooh. Alright, there's a way around that. No. Face that direction. There, a bit more, a little more. That's it. No more. Just tab. Yeah, there we go. Curved. Bring up the menu. Change that to 1 degree of separation. There we go. Yeah, stay there and engage. Yeah, near enough.
Yeah,
look at this. Look at this. This is one nice cultivator.
I had a pleasure of harvesting said field.
Oh, I like the look of this cultivator. It looks very plastic though, but I like the colour and the way it looks. But it looks like it's made of rubber.
I like that light blue. I know it doesn't work.
Sky blue.
The light blue.
Yeah, sky blue.
Yeah.
It's on top of the ocean blue there. Tropical blue, I shall call it. The colour of the, well actually the colour of the ocean and the tropics is more like that. Light blue really. My one's the Axiom and it's moving, which is a good thing, I suppose.
Did you sell your Anderson bale collector by any chance, JJ?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Wow, see, it's 17% off in the used machinery section.
Oi! It's not disengaging.
You hired a worker, didn't you?
No, I didn't hire a worker. Not in this one. I was doing it myself, but I had GPS up, and all I had to do normally is just turn my steering wheel and disengages off the snap, but it wouldn't do it. Oh, this is going to make light work of this field. This is more me. Go big or stay in bed. I'm surprised I haven't had any deers running out going, Mummy! Well, Daddy actually is John Deere, isn't it? Not Jane Deere. Though one of those suits it better than the other.
I mean, if I go to my uncle's place, all he has is John Deere, so...
Well, we've heard from someone who's driven a lot of tractors that they like the Rolls Royce of tractors, as in to drive in. Then again, I mean, my only impression of the tractors come from the game, and they just seem a little underpowered for my liking. Also, the horror stories as well, of them spontaneously combusting. Wouldn't help their rep. Alright, now I'm going to do the 45-degree angle. Where are we? You, come here. 45, back to that. Reset. Thank you. Engage straightness. Button. Go. Cruise control. This is almost like real farming, being before the next step of the automated farming without having a driver in. I'm just the one pressing the buttons while being in the tractor. Of course, in the real world, the next step is actually, which they've already got up and running for some things, is pressing the button from a laptop miles away and then going off having a cup of coffee while the automated tractor does the whole job for you. Which I'm not a big fan of, actually. Not because I've got anything against the machines or thinking AI is going to take over. I just don't like the idea of people losing their jobs, the ability to have a life over a machine.
Yeah, but that's the natural order of things, isn't it?
Money, yeah, money first, people second. Which is a damn shame. But, as they say, it is what it is. Only because we decided it is. Borrowing the items, I'm going to lose 2 grand off of this, but I'm still getting 10 grand, I hope. 10 grand's 10 grand.
I made more from the straw bales than I made from the harvesting contracts.
Maybe I should look at that. Maybe I should actually get myself a loading wagon. Actually, I'll have to...
Turn everything into straw piles and just scoop it up before the end of the...
contract there.
Yeah.
The only problem with that is you gotta pick all that straw and sell it before you deliver it.
Handed the contracts, yeah, that is true.
Yeah, deliver it. Well, all of it. Yeah.
Don't know if that is true if you just bale it though.
No, you don't have access to the straw as soon as you deliver all of the...
I know, but if you bale it, you have to collect the bales off the field.
No. It's you just can't pick the straw up off the field once that's happened. So if you've already baled them on the thing, you're fine. Those are your bales. It's the actual collecting of the straw off the field once you've delivered that last bit of crop and the contract says completed. Even if you haven't collected it yet, it won't let you collect the straw off the field with a loading wagon or a baler.
the field is up north.
But I've got to do some research before I decide when I fork out some money for a loading wagon.
Oh, 23, here I come.
Yeah, I think in the long run a baler and one of the bale trailers is cheaper though. Because with the since you can make the bales 11,000 liters per bale, and the loading trailer I have takes 28 bales. That's like 500,000 liters of straw. No loading wagon comes even close to that. You can transport just way more. And all you need for that is the second cheapest round baler. So
Yeah.
which is 57 and a half. The Kuhn baler, the round baler that allows you different sizes.
Yeah. I get that.
And
It's cheaper. It's a cheaper option, but is it more economical? Just because something's cheap doesn't make it economical.
Well,
Because with the loading wagon, you'll be able to finish the field quicker and move on to another field quicker.
will it though?
Yeah, well, because all you have to do is pick up the straw and drop it off. That's all you got to do. Instead of the baler,
Yeah,
you got
but
to
you
bale
have-
it and then
you-
pick that
yeah,
up.
But you have to drive for each load to the sell point. With the baler, you just bale it and pick it up later when when the contract's already finished, because the bales stay on the field.
Yeah, but you'll need to move the bales because otherwise they're going to be in the way of someone else wanting to do a contract on that field.
That is true, but you can transport more bales and more straw in the form of bales than you could per load of loose straw. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you could.
The biggest one you can get. The biggest loading ring is what, 57,000 liters. If you take the biggest type of bale, the 180 centimeter round bale with 11,000 liters of straw, you have well, 28 times 11,000. So
Yeah, I know you can pump out all these figures, but unless we do it, because you got to remember that you can pick up straw faster at a higher speed than you can bale.
that is true.
So yeah, it's all conjecture at the moment. So then you got to.
Well, not really though. The Kuhn baler bales at 17 kilometers per hour, and all the loading wagons, except the Stevie one.
Yeah, which I'll be getting.
Except the last Stevie one. Why do we have two Stevie? Whatever.
Because one has the ability to have additive added to it.
Ah, see, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and
So
has more
basically,
capacity too.
That last there, well, I didn't know we have the cheaty Stevie one in here. Then my whole argument is moot.
It's not cheaty.
That thing too takes 240,000 liters as well, which is 24, well,
Yep.
20,
Yeah, I know.
22 big bales. So
I've already got it on my solo play, and it's not cheaty. It's enhanced, which is quite realistic actually, because a lot of farmers are actually not bad at engineering, and they do tweaks in that to make their equipment run a bit better and faster.
I buy that, but I don't buy that they are able to sextuple the contents, the volume of a trailer with just a little bit of engineering.
Oh,
That's a lot of bull.
I work for Doctor Who. Haven't you seen inside the TARDIS?
Right. That's a valid argument if I ever heard one.
Oh, well, yeah, great documentary series.
That deserves applause. That deserves applause.
Thank you very much. I'm here all week, and I can only apologise for that. How's my Axion going? Have you not finished that small field? Oh no. I'm going to finish this big field before the other one's going to finish the small field. Let's go inside. Let's get a bit of realism going. Let's get rid of those so it looks like I'm doing it myself, or even pretend that I'm doing it myself by looking there and looking there and looking there. Make sure I'm on the line. Looking there, make sure I'm going straight ahead. Not into the trees, obviously. For those who like a bit of realism, I cater for all.
Chop up all the things.
And lower the cultivator down again. There we go. Look at that. Actually, I could add a bit of realism by doing this. That's not working because you're doing the wrong button again, JJ. You're on a roll, mate. Congratulations. Pressing all the wrong buttons. I normally do that with people, not with my keyboard. Actually, I need a bio break. Half an hour up before I have my coffee, but that's, I suppose that's the beauty of this. I can go quickly sneak off and have a bio break and still have this going, so I'll do that and I'll be right back shortly. I'll let the guys keep you entertained with their witty banter and wonderful antidotes, and I'll be back soon.
No, he puts us on the spot. That's not nice of him, isn't it?
No, it's not. No, let's just be quiet and just not say anything for like the next 5 to 10 minutes, however long he takes.
Nah, that wouldn't be nice either.
I mean, he puts us right in the spot, so it's kind of...
Yeah, his own damn fault, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the next two things I need to upgrade is my cultivator and my direct drill.
First thing I need to upgrade is my bloody... fucking land. I need some land.
Land.
Some land. Some property. Hopefully JJ doesn't hear this, but I'm hoping to go top right instead of somewhere else.
The sheep farm, where all the grass is.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's the one he has his eyes on too.
Because baling and everything, like you can do so much with that.
I mean, a good spot is the bottom right as well, the pig farm.
It is.
Because you get 3 established fields and the big patch on the side where you can make another big field, basically.
Yeah, the only problem is it's going to cost like 260,000 or something like that.
Yeah, but the top right does too, so that costs 260.
The one next to it. Look at the one next to it.
Oh, you're gonna go with a...
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, the one next to it is about $160,000 or something like that.
170, yeah.
They've been scheming when they think I'm not here.
Who's scheming? I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you talking about, Matt?
We are just entertaining the viewers.
We're trying to figure out what field you're going to go for, really.
Yeah. And I mean, now that he has...
Ooh, can I play that?
Pay off his loan, he's gonna go for it too. Quick.
Can I play this game too? I'd love to figure out which one I'm going to go for.
I don't know which one I want to get.
If the farmer comes along and tells me that I missed a bit, I'm just going to tell him he's got a bit of dirt on his glasses. I didn't miss anything.
Is there assumption where you want to go there, JJ, or no?
I had
He's,
it.
he's, 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 he's,
Because if someone takes it, then I've got to do more thinking, and you all know what I think about thinking. I
Are
don't.
you going for the cheapest field somewhere? I mean, Smudo did have it's an alright, you know, thing, but you're waiting 100 grand. You're basically waiting up for 100 grand.
Actually, it would have been interesting to hear your theories on it.
Well, one
Just-
thing's for sure, if we were to restart the competition now, and I still were the first to be able to buy land, I would not pay.
You would've
I
went
would not.
somewhere else.
I would not buy the farm. Yeah, that
You would've went
farmland.
somewhere else.
The arable land is just too tiny. That's what that is. JJ, the overlay for AutoDrive, did you make that yourself or did you download something?
The actual
The
courses.
points and all that, yeah.
Yeah, the courses I downloaded, and I've got to actually go in and tweak a few things.
Ah, okay.
Because for the most part, it's all done well, except for, like I said, some of the intersections is done in a weird way.
Hmm.
And so I wanted to go in and sort that out, but I've forgotten, keep forgetting about it. Actually, I remember just before we go live that I wanted to do that, so
Yeah.
I've got to spend a bit of time, and it's not going to be long. Like I said, I've done some of them, actually. I did do some of them, retweak some of them, intersections, but I just got to do the rest of them.
So back to what field you actually wanted, Smido?
Well, I would probably go for the pig farm down bottom right. Because it has a big unforested area next to field 82 that I can turn into an additional field. Can go up close to the map border as I can, and the fields are decent sized. And of course there are a lot of small fields right next to it that I can buy up for cheap, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And then turn it into one big field if you wanted to.
Well, yeah, but I wouldn't do that. But yeah, I could.
Turn all the tiny fields into one field and then just try and add on to it. Try and make as many fields as I can.
Yeah.
Like as big as they need to be.
I'm going with the bottom left, where I think that's supposed to be the cow farm, I'm guessing. In the 60s field, that's a good area too. Yeah. The main farm in the middle is not that great. The horse farm on the top left, that's a bit too expensive with almost 600k. You get a lot of land for that too though, but yeah.
Interesting. Thank you for your thoughts, Smudo. I shall ponder them.
You ponder away, dude. Now that I invested so much in the central plot, I'm gonna keep that, obviously.
Yes.
Yep. I'll tell you what, even though I haven't had the opportunity to buy my farm yet, I could tell you I'll be the complete opposite in your position, Smedley. I would keep that farm. I won't tell you why, but I'll tell you I would. Right, there was something I want to check out. No, not for that. Maybe that. Yeah, that'll do.
I mean, if you wanted to, you could probably sell it Smoother and give it to JJ, and then go buy what you wanted to buy.
There's nothing stopping you doing that. You could sell your...
Yeah, but I'd have to sell all the buildings first.
So then you can put down new buildings as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would lose 50% of the value of the buildings, so that's not gonna happen.
Too true. Too true. You would.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is one thing I don't like about any of the farming simulator games, that you lose 50% on the buildings you put down, and that you have to sell them to sell the land.
Yeah. This should be part of the land for sure, and they need just a better depreciation mechanic for vehicles and land. Well, actually, land generally goes up, but it just depends on the economy around this area, I suppose. I mean, cities are different because people move to cities because they lose their jobs in their rural areas, or they're not making as much. So they move to the city, so the land always goes up, but when you're in the rural city area, it just all depends on the economy of that area. And whether or not
that in game that doesn't go anywhere is land, which is stupid.
And buildings that have been built before.
But I think it's something that they wouldn't worry about because the game's about farming, right?
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
Farming the land, first and foremost, so. How's my other worker doing? I'm just about finished. He's not. In fact, I am finished. Farmer's happy with my contribution. He said he'll do the rest of it and still give me my money, hopefully.
How's Field 70 going?
Finished.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's what I just said.
Giant cultivator with that, dude.
I mean, it was a big, wide cultivator, so...
Yeah, it's finished. Hang on. Let me jump out in case this...
Only a shadow one, right? Yeah.
No, I ended up with $9,500. Well, it would cost me $2,500 basically to lease the equipment.
Yeah.
But still, that's $9,000.
I do it on a
but I mean, yeah, the smart thing for you would basically to keep the machinery and do the other contracts with that.
No, because they're small. They're small. And I've got my 5 metre one will work fine.
Okay.
That way I don't lose any money. It's just this one I'm doing now is worth $4,000. So that's why it's taking a bit of time to do it. Actually, let me take over from you. No, don't you dare. Thank you. So, yeah, that's fine, but the other ones are all under $1,000, so they're not going to be that huge, and I don't lose any money hiring the equipment. I mean, I wouldn't have lost any more money, I suppose, using the big one, but problem is I had to wait for this one to finish before I could collect on this and then get myself another contract. Otherwise, I've got 2 active contracts, even though one's finished. I've got to collect on. We've got to collect on it before we can get the next contract anyway, because it's still classed as active. So I'm just better off in the long run doing this, finishing this off, and then because I've managed to get another contract, which I can't do until I finish this one. But when I finish this one, I can get another contract, and then go off and do the other one.
So you have to finish that one to get another contract, then.
Yeah, well, at the moment I've finished collected on that Field 70, so which was able to give me the opportunity to get another contract, which I did. So now I've got 2 current contracts.
JJ?
Yeah.
Quick question: how many days do we have in the month?
2. 6-day seasons.
Because normally is when you go with 2 days. When you finish the first day, you are on the 16th of July. The next day, or the 15th, and now we're on the 2nd. That's why I'm asking.
It's because I think you have the option how you set up the days show up on the HUD.
Yeah, but I think that only can be set up by the admin, not by me.
What do you mean? What's it say for you? The 2nd of July?
Yeah, July 2.
Yeah, same here, because that's how I set it up to display it.
Okay.
1st and 2nd of July. So basically it's telling us, I set it up to tell us what month we're in, but also what day of the month we're in, as in the 2 days. Instead of it going, right, there's 2 days, let's throw in the 1st of July here and the 16th of July there.
Yeah.
Alright.
So the 2 represents the 2nd day of the setup of the 2-day month thing, instead of actually it being the 2nd of July.
Alrighty then.
I just thought it'd be easier because then we could look up and go, okay, I'm on the 2nd day of this month, so the next day would be the 1st day of the next month. And going, oh, it's the 16th, because it alternates.
I didn't know you could change that. That's why I got confused is all.
Yeah. It's in the options somewhere. Because I didn't do it on my other one. And it's only when you brought it up I went, oh, that's right, yeah, I remember now. If I can get this finished. How much longer have I got to go on this? What fed am I on? 56? 98%, 89%. Oh, I've still got a bit of ways to go. I can go off to that other one and do some headlands so I can have the GPS do it while I go off and make myself a coffee.
I thought you already made yourself a coffee.
No, I had to have a bio break.
It was a bio break. He went and put a pipe of water in the corner.
Okay.
I'd raise the level of the ocean a little bit. It's interesting, this field's going to need a lot more done before I end up finishing the contract than field 70, which had a lot left over before the contract was finished. 93%. Let's watch it go up, shall we, viewers? Thrilling viewing here. Watch a number change. There it is. Did you see it? Let's get the action replay for those who missed it. 95. That's enough of that.
Are we still missing a toy from the toy shop?
Possibly.
Toy should be still missing, yes. One of the plows, I think.
I can find it easily.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can actually. There's a console
Why?
command that tells you, you've got a console command that shows the locations of them.
Well, that's $101,000 waiting to be found, is all.
Yeah, I could use the $100,000 circuit,
Yeah.
JJ.
Yeah, but I also
So could I.
preferred that we hadn't touched it at all.